For the first time ever, Radford is 14-0, an unblemished record that has carried them to their first state championship game since 2009. Today, the Black and Gold will try to do what that 2009 team couldn't do, win the whole dang thing. The Bobcats are the favorites today, but the team they face has a whole lot of experience in this game. Riverheads lives and pays rent in the state championship games and have won the last 7 in Division 1A. The last test, the final game, and one final win is all Radford High School needs. And for the final time this season, it'll be here on WRAD. Well, a lot has happened. 20 seconds elapsed time into the ball game. A fumble on the opening kickoff by Radford gives the Gladiators the ball at the 28-yard line, and on first down, they took it for 7 yards to the 21-yard. I'm Nick Brown. He's Timothy Whirls here for the Virginia High School 2A State Championship. 2nd and 3, another pitch to Caden Cook-Cash. Works his way up the middle, breaking tackles, and he's all the way down to the 11-yard line. 2 plays into this ball game. So let's catch you guys up after they started the game 2 minutes early. We were not expecting that at all. But anyways, Radford received the kick. They elected to receive the kickoff and fumbled it. Colton Gardner-Rollins put the ball on the deck at the 28-yard line. It's slippery out there, and so far, Riverheads has it 1st down and 10 at the far hash at the 11-yard line. Under center, and taking the snap, turning around, another handoff to Cook Cash, weaves his way up the line. A minimal gain of about 4 out to the 8-yard line, brings up 2nd down and 6.
Already 3 carries for Cash, and we already see and we anticipated him being a different animal than Clements last week. Radford did really good shutting down Clements, and right now it's going to be a different beast. Cash is a big old running back there. He's already busted and broken many tackles.
Second down from the 8. He's 2nd and 6. Under center, they pitch it back out this time to their wide receiver. Follows some blockers down to the 4. Taking that pitch there was Jonathan Talbot. Levi Dunlap is the gunslinger today for Riverheads, but he doesn't do much throwing the ball except turning around, handing it off, and pitching it around.
Yeah, and he's also going to act as a lead blocker in a lot of these plays. Something that you don't see many football teams do, where the quarterback pitches it and then gets out there and is a lead blocker. So far, so good. 3rd down here, 3rd and goal. Radford looking to get a big old goal line stop here.
3rd down and 3 from the 5. Gladiators have to get to the 2. Under center, it's Dunlap. Takes the snap, turns around. Cook Cash finds his way in. Touchdown, Riverheads. 9:47 still to play in this first quarter, but Riverheads strikes first and draws first blood in the 2A state championship game.
Yeah, that was just simply a good read by Cash. All momentum going to the right. He decides to plant the foot, go left, and had a wide open lane into the end zone.
The extra point to be attempted today by Zach Brooks, the junior kicker. Clean snap, clean hold. The kick is away, and the kick is good. 7-0 Riverheads in a blink of an eye after the fumble on the kickoff, and scoring just 5 plays later. We'll step aside for 30 seconds here on WRAD. 2 minutes and 13 seconds into this game, Riverheads already leads Radford in the 2A state championship football game 7-0 after a fumble on the opening kickoff by Colton Gardner-Rollins. It was scooped up by the Gladiators at the 28, and they score 5 plays and 2 minutes later. To kick the ball deep, Zach Brooks, another pooch kick that's going to be caught at the 25, and dropping to a knee there is Colton Gardner-Rollins. Clean catch there, and out comes Radford's offense for the first time today. It's going to be a little interesting with this rain coming down, Mr. Whirls.
It is going to be interesting right here, and as most people would expect, the rain obviously lends more toward run-heavy teams. Radford likes to air it out. Right now, they've spread Riverheads all across the field. Let's see what the Bobcats start out with.
Clark in the gun, 5 wide. 2 wide outs to the left, 3 to the right. J.D. Grubbs motion back into the backfield on the left hip. So now it's trips to the right, 1 to the left. Quick snap. Hopping on it is J.D. Grubb in the backfield. Radford with 2 miscues already. 9:40 and rolling here in the first quarter. And fortunately for Radford, the freshman running back Grubb was paying attention and hopped on it at the line of scrimmage.
Actually, a flag on the play as well. Yep.
False start against Radford, and that just saved their butts.
Well, one of the weapons Riverheads has is they've been in these games many times. Radford hasn't been here in a long time where we're seeing that early.
Clark in the gun, same formation. Drops back to pass. A quick slant route over the middle for Sincere Taylor. It is caught, and he is mobbed at the 30. That's a gain of 10. Out to the 30-yard line, and they'll give him 9. Brings up second down and 6. Good play there to pick up some yardages. Gain of 6 on first down. They quickly hand off to J.D. Grubb, and he is gummed up at the line of scrimmage. Fell forward for a gain of 1, and it'll bring up third down and 5.
Yeah, Radford on that last play, quick hitter to Sincere Taylor. I think that's going to be the key today, is to get the ball out quick out of Landon Clark's hands.
Radford was 1 for 9 last week on third downs. It's 3rd and 5, dropping back. Another quick hitter over the middle. Sincere Taylor, he catches it there, falls across the line to gain, and picks up a first down. That's the first Brad's Barbershop first down of the game, and Radford in business on offense.
Picking up a first down, your first down of the game is always huge in a game like this, and the Bobcats have done it.
Trips wide to the right at the far hash. Another fake handoff, and they toss it over to Luke Water, trying to dodge a tackle. He does not, and he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Another quick screen pass there. Radford working right to left in their home all-black uniforms. Riverheads donning red helmets with no stickers on either side, white jerseys with red numbers, and all red pants. Like you said before we started, looks like Rutgers out there playing. Clark in the gun, trips to his left, 2 wideouts to his right. From the 37, dropping back to pass, looking left, looking now back to the right, rolls out to his right, plenty of time, looking deep, motioning a man, tosses it, it is batted in the air and almost caught by J.D. Grubb. He wanted the flag but didn't get it, brings up third down and 11.
The good thing is Landon Clark had a lot of time right there to look downfield and see where his receivers were. One thing to note, though, as soon as he started getting outside the pocket, he had Cash, number 33, who has already scored a touchdown for Riverheads, right on him as a spy.
Clark in the gun, 4 wide out split. In the backfield is Grubb. Shotgun snap, 3rd and 11, looking over the middle, lobbing it in there. Max Knight catches it at the 50. Jaws the defender. He's loose at the 40, breaking free at the 30, and he rumbles his way down to the 29. All reliable, comes up clutch, and the Bobcats are down to the Riverheads 29.
Once again, Riverheads said we've got to stop number 18, and right there, first pass to him goes for a big one.
Shotgun snap for Clark. Warp speed for the Bobcats. Clark steps up in the pocket, now rolls out to the right, looking, lobbing. He's got a man. Max Knife at the 15, 10, 5 to the pylon. Touchdown, Radtown. The Bobcats respond with a huge play over the middle there. 29 yards to the far sideline and to the far pylon. 7-6. Radford's an extra point from tying this ball game.
Here's one thing Riverheads is going to have to answer. If they're going to keep Cook Cash right there on Landon the whole game, that takes one guy away from the pass coverage. And we saw right there, Max slips away, gets a touchdown, and knocks the game back here. Well, it's 7-6 right now. See what the Bobcats do.
Radford in the muddle formation. Lewis Webster was in it, so that means they're going to kick this extra point. Clark will hold at the 10 after a 6-play touchdown drive. Clean snap, clean hold. Kick is up, and the kick wobbles on through. 7 apiece with 7:51 to go in the first quarter. Radford ties the game up, responding with a lightning quick drive. We'll step aside for 30 seconds here on WRAD. I'm Nick Brown. He's Timothy Whirls. Welcome back to the Virginia High School 2A state championship game where Radford and Riverheads are tied at 7 apiece after a 6-play, 75-yard touchdown drive that took 1 minute and 56 seconds off the scoreboard. To boot the ball deep today for Radford, it's Elijah Goff. Ball is teed up at the 40. Goff drops up to the football. The left-footed kicker, onside kick, bounces right into the hands of the Gladiators at the 48-yard line on Riverhead's side of the field. So they'll start negative territory, but at their own 48.
Yeah, Riverheads was ready for that one. Radford's done so many different things on the kickoff teams this year, and Riverheads came prepared, and they weren't surprised by that onside kick. Good thing is Bobcats started as horrible as they could in a state title game, but they respond, converting twice on third down and not in the score back at 7.
7:49 on the scoreboard here in the first quarter. 7 apiece. Riverheads with the football at their own 48. Turn around and they pitch it to their wide receiver. He's going to be dropped by his ankles after a gain of only 2. Taking that pitch there was Jonathan Talbot once again.
Yeah, everyone's staying low for Riverheads. They're close to the line of scrimmage. He's turning, he's pitching, he's lead blocking. And so what Radford has to do, and I'm sure they worked on all week, is figuring out what the key looks are. What are the keys that is going to give you hints of where that ball's going? And then if our linebackers and linemen key in right here, we'll adjust to this offense pretty quickly.
Ball middle of the hashes at midfield at the 50. Under center goes Dunlap. Hikes the high, turns around, pitches it right back to the same man. No, this is Cook Cash this time, and he's wrapped up. Still a positive gain, but only about 3 or 4 out to the 45. So they'll give him 5. Brings up 3rd down and 8.
One thing that...
Or 3, excuse me.
One thing that speaks to Cook Cash's strength right there, he was kind of off balance and still decided to spin as he went down, and that spin got him an extra yard or 2 right there.
Radford's defense this season, 29 forced turnovers, 10 fumbles, 19 interceptions. They also have, get this, 10 defensive touchdowns. Under center, Dunlap turns around, pitches it, Cook Cash again. Radford's there, but he still falls forward for enough for a first down. Gain of around 3. Ooh, it's going to be close. They're going to mark him right at the 42. He needed to get to the 42, and I think they're going to measure this one.
They haven't motioned the guys to move yet. The stick crew, the chain gains, 4th down.
They're going to hold him a yard short. Wow! After readjusting the football, it's 4th down and 1.
It's hard. Cook Cash is going to be hard to bring down without him picking up an extra yard or 2 by just his strength pushing forward.
The Bobcat faithful rise to their feet. It is an incredible crowd on hand for both teams. Under center, Dunlap. That single wing formation. Takes a snap, pitches it, Cook Cash, got it. Much more, still on his feet, rumbling out to the 35. Takes 5 Bobcats to bring him down officially at the 36-yard line. Wow, a gain of 6 yards there on 4th and 1. He's just so strong.
He is strong, but, I would have loved to play an offense like this because you're literally crouching behind 3 or 4 lead blockers every time. That's all he did. He's not running hard. He's just behind 3 or 4 lead blockers that's doing most of the work for him, and that was an automatic first down for Riverheads.
Once again, Dunlap goes under center. Not a single wide receiver out wide yet today. Quarterback keeper all the way. Dunlap straight up. He's not the tallest fella in the world, and he hides behind that big offensive line. Gets around 4 on the surprise quarterback keeper. Get this, he's only 163 pounds, and, I don't have the heights here, but he doesn't look very tall out there.
Yeah, here we already held Riverheads already to a 4th down conversion. That's the kind of offense they want. They like 4th and 1s because it just wears and tears your team down throughout the whole game. Radford likes a 1.5-minute touchdown series. Riverheads likes 5 to 6 minute touchdown series.
5 minutes and rolling here in the first quarter. 7 apiece. Riverheads with the ball for the second time today. Dunlap in the center. Pitch it back to the motion man. Cash, and he is dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain, no loss. 3 Bobcats in there to combine, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 7, and this is a huge 3rd down right here.
It is a huge 3rd down. Good job by Dawson Martin doing the initial tackle right there. Hit him hard right there in the thigh, which took him out, and then 2 more Bobcats brought him down to the ground.
3rd down and 7. The ball is at the 33, middle of the hashes. Riverheads has to get to the 26. Under center, Dunlap, no wide receivers out wide. Motioning a man, they pitch it to him, and there's a flag on the play. It's probably going to be offsides, and it is.
Yeah, we jumped.
Dawson Martin hopped a little too early. So it was going to be 3rd down and 7, is now going to be 3rd down and 2. The line to gain is at the 26. The ball is placed at the 28-yard line. Middle of the hashes, Riverhead still working left to right with 4 minutes and rolling here in the first quarter. Dunlap under center. Hikes the high, turns around, pitches it, Cook Cash. He follows his blockers. He's got enough once again, using his strength out to the 24-yard line. That's a gain of 4 and another first down for Riverheads.
Bobcats doing a better job, though, on the initial tackle on Cook Cash right there. They're really wrapping him up, kind of hitting him even harder now, it looks like, which is stopping him. The first drive, he just had a heyday, just busting through broken tackles. Bobcats adjusting slowly as we anticipated, as 3.5 remains here in the opening quarter.
Refs blow the play dead, and Cole Martin's going to have to come out of the play for a second. Looking at his wrist, he might be bleeding. So they'll bring in Max Knipe instead for Cole Martin. By the way, Cole Martin, what an incredible game he had a week ago against Graham.
Really stepping up as a youngster, playing well for the Bobcats.
1st and 10 from the 24-yard line at the far hash. Dunlap turns around, quick handoff to his fullback, and the short fella wiggles out for a gain of 3 out to the 21.
First play on defense by Max Knipe, he makes the tackle.
Brendan Fortune there, the running back, only weighing in 150 pounds.
Cole Martin back into the game after he got wrapped up and must have been blood on his elbow, like you said, Nick.
Middle of the hashes, ball at the 20. They're only going to give him 2 yards there at the 22-yard line. I'm Nick Brown. He's Timothy Whirls. Under 3 minutes to play in this opening frame. We're all tied at 7. In motion, they pitch it to their man Talbot, and following blockers still on his feet for another gain of about 4 or 5 out to the 18-yard line, and that's going to bring out 3rd down and 4.
Tell you what, we've been talking a lot about Caden Cook-Cash, but number 9, Jonathan Talbot, is a good runner as well. He's pretty strong. Maybe not be as strong as number 33, but he's a strong runner as well. They got multiple options there to run the ball.
3rd down and 4 from the 24-yard or from the 18-yard line. Gladiators have to get to the 14 to move the chains. Under center goes Dunlap again. No wide receivers out wide. In motion, Cook-Cash sits behind for the Maryland Eye. Takes a snap, pitches it back. Cook-Cash got it. No, he didn't. Stopped at the 15. He's going to be 1 yard short. It's going to bring up 4th and 1, but you can bet your last dollar that they're going to go for this. You absolutely better believe it. 4th and 1. Once again, they don't get bothered by 4th down conversions. They work for it. If they don't get a 1st down, they know that there's going to be a 4th and a short situation, and this ball sitting on the 15-yard line, they're going to be going for it. You better believe it. Ball at the 15. They have to get to the 14. We saw Dunlap take a quarterback sneak earlier this drive. Turns around, times pitches it back. Cook-Cash stopped at the 15. He didn't get there. No, marked back at the 15. Radford holds him. Unreal. Charlie Davis blew it up on the initial hit, and the Bobcats hold him. Radford football at the 15. Wow. Great stop by the Bobcat defense. The initial hit, Charlie Davis and the rest of the Bobcats piled on top of them. A 4th and 1 stop right there. That is huge. Once again, the way the Bobcats started this game and the way that they're responding, offense back on the field. Let's see if we can do the same thing here. 1:15 to go in the first quarter. 7 apiece. Radford with the ball at their own 15. At the far hash, Clark in the gun alone. 4 outs to his left. Drops back. Quarterback keeper all the way. Bursts of speed at the 20. Takes it out and dragged from behind by Cook-Cash after a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. Their quarterback keeper for Radford goes for 7. Yeah, Cook-Cash is acting as a one-on-one spy on Landon, and Landon still got 7 yards. Trips to the left. Clark drops back, fires over the middle. Dropped by Knipe. It was thrown behind him. Not the greatest of throws there, but if he threw it a little bit in front of him, it could have been picked off. So no harm, no foul. Brings up 3rd down and short at the 23-yard line. Radford has to get 3rd and 2. They have to get to the 25. Yeah, not the best pass, but it was a really good decision of a pass by Landon, like you said, Nick, or he would have thrown it right into the linebacker's hands. 3rd and 2 at the far hash. Clark keeps it himself. Bursts of speed. Spins off a defender. Still on his feet. Breaking free at the 35. And muscles his way for a Brad's Barbershop. 1st down to the 35-yard line. Landon has had a lot of great runs this year, but Nick, I think that was one of the strongest runs I've seen that boy run. Breaking a few tackles, runs into his own teammate, gets pushed by his own teammate, spin move, big gain. 4 wide out split, 1st and 10 from the 35, drops back to pass, looks left, looking deep, lobbing one deep for Luke Woodard, one-on-one, and it is almost intercepted. Great play by Brody Phillips to go up for the short pass. It was underthrown, and Luke Woodard, even better play to act as a DB there and break it up. I like that look on 1st down. Let's test the Riverheads DBs and go deep right there. Not only is it a wet environment here, but we're looking at 6 American flags across the field blowing hard. 4 wide, trips to the left, turn around, handoff to J.D. Grubb, and he weasels his way for a gain of 3. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 7 at the 38-yard line. Radford wants to get to the 45 to move the chains. Good little run right there by J.D. Grubb. Riverhead starting to get spread out at trying to stop this passing game. Trips to the left, 1 to the right. Clark in the gun with Grubb in the backfield. Clark almost got a guy to jump. 3rd down and 7, 2 for 2 prior to this 3rd down. Dropping back, steps up in the pocket, guns it deep. Max Knight behind the defense, and it is caught at the 20. Stiff arms at the 15, and spins all the way down to the 11. He is unbelievable, folks. Max Knipe had a guy draped all over him. He repositioned himself, came back, got the ball, caught it, got the Bobcats a big 1st down here. All the way down to the 10, a gain of 52. That connection is incredible. That will end the first quarter. A lightning strike sets up Radford first and goal from the 10. When we come back, it'll be the second quarter where Radford and Riverheads are tied at 7 here in the VHSL 2A state championship football game. We'll see you in 30 seconds on WRAD. 12 minutes on the scoreboard for the second frame. Radford 7, Riverhead 7, and it's first and goal for the Bobcats at the 10. I'm Nick Brown. He's Timothy Worrells. Before we went to break at the end of the first quarter, it was a 52-yard bomb from Landon Clark to Max Knipe. 4 wideouts in the formation, 2 on either side of the offensive line. J.D. Grubb is the running back on the left hip of Landon Clark, who stands in the gun. Here's the snap. Fake handoff. Toss over to Luke Woodard. Blocker set up at the 5. Into the end zone. Touchdown.
Easy.
Radtown. Untouched. Luke Woodard scores for his 8th receiving touchdown of the season. And Radford has its first lead in a state championship game since 1972. 13-7 is our score.
Great play call by the Bobcats. Fake handoff to Grubb. Threw it out to Luke Woodard, who had 2 lead blockers. He went in easily untouched for the touchdown.
The extra point to be attempted by Lewis Webster. Clean snap, clean hold. The kick is up, and the kick is no good. He missed it wide right. Hooked it right. Still 13-7 is our score. We'll stay right here. I'm Nick Brown. He's Timothy Worrells. That was all set up also by a turnover on downs at the 15-yard line. Prior to that drive, Elijah Goff, the southpaw, trots up, runs under it. Another pooch kick. This one end over end. It's going to be fair caught at the 30 by Ethan McCauley. Under center, Dunlap. Man motions around. They pitch it to their wide receiver, Talbot. He's got a convoy set up, and he breaks through and is crushed after a gain of 8. Big hit laid there by Charlie Davis and Bryant Weaver. Bryant Weaver, by the way, has really stepped up late in the season, has played some great ball.
He's playing really good right there, and he's the one actually that made that nasty-looking lick right there. He's the junior for the Bobcats, playing good at the DB position. Charlie Davis there also to assist him.
Second down and 2 from the 38-yard line at the far hash. Riverhead's working right to left now. They turn around and pitch it to the same man, and working away up the middle of the field for a gain of 5 is Talbot.
Good play by Riverheads, really. They, instead of just kind of inside the guard and the tackle, which is what they primarily do and have done so far today, Talbot took it to the outside like a jet sweep to spread the Bobcats, and they came right back up the gut.
Gain of 5 there on 2nd and 2. Brings up first down and 10 from the 43 at the far hash. Radford leads Riverheads 13-7 with under 11 minutes to go in this first half of football. Dunlap hikes the high, pitches it to Caden Cook. Cash follows blockers, and he is stopped after only a gain of 2 or 3. They're going to give him 3 out to the 46. Brings up second down and 7.
Like I said, the Bobcats are starting to key in on number 33 right there. He's a big dude. He's been offered by UVA already this year and many other schools, and Bobcats are starting to get to him quicker and a lot better than the first possession. He broke a lot of tackles, but right now the Bobcats are making the initial hit and bringing them down.
Longest play of the day for Riverheads, who has had it 3 times today so far, only 11 yards. 2nd and 3, the double reverse, and this time the handoff to Talbot only goes for around 1. Radford was not going to be pranked by the double handoff.
No, but Levi Dunlap, the quarterback, carried out a fake pretty well right there, and so you got to almost imagine that that's going to be in their pocket as well. The double fake handoff, quarterback sweep to the other side. Big third down here again for the Bobcat defense.
3rd and 6 from the 47-yard line. Riverheads has to get to the Radford 47. On the right side of the 50-yard line, they have to get to the left side. Dunlap, middle of the hashes, under center, no receivers out wide. Caden Cook cash in motion. He takes the jet sweep pitch play, and he is going to pick up the first down just enough as he falls over the line to gain. They're going to give him 7 yards on 3rd and 6.
Big first down for the Riverhead offense right there. Once again, Nick, I wish I could have ran the ball under this kind of offense. Cook Cash had 5 lead blockers on the outside that just do all the work for him just to carry the ball to the first down sticks.
First down and 10 now at the 45, 46-yard line at the far hash. Levi Dunlap, the junior quarterback, pitches it. Caden Cook-Cash, he's got a seam this time, and he's got 6 yards on first down.
It's amazing. There's nothing unique. It's just, there's a lot of guys moving. There's a lot of options of handoffs, and all Cook-Cash does is catch the ball and then go straight up the field under behind blockers. And just a simple play like that picks up another 7 for the Gladiators.
After every single play, Levi Dunlap goes over to his head coach and gets the play call and brings it back to the huddle. They break it with 8:33 and ticking here in the second quarter. Radford 13, Riverheads 7. Quarterback sneak gets the first down. Holy cow, Dunlap picked up 7. 6. Late flags come in as an offensive lineman of Riverheads toss Charlie Davis. A little acting by number 52 for Radford, but Charlie Davis will draw the penalty, and that was after the play. That's a big-time play. They're going to tag number 70, Peyton Snell, with that one.
He took both hands and just literally in front of the official, boneheaded, shoved him to the ground. But, Nick, what I don't like is how much the officials are talking right now.
Ref still discussing the call.
It's an easy call.
6-man crew.
Charlie wasn't even paying attention, and 70 just took 2 hands and shoved him.
1st and 10 at the far hash. 9-man front for Radford, and the end reverse there only gets about 2. Kind of faked me out there. Couldn't track who had the ball, but it's only going to get 2 yards up the gut.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of confused too, Nick. They got a guy going in motion, and they got a guy going the opposite direction. All of a sudden, there's a quick handoff right up the middle. So, I mean, this offense truly is a little trickery, and it reminds you a lot, not the same as Giles, not the same formation as Giles, and I'm not saying that, but the same kind of thought process behind it. A lot of guys in motion, a lot of guys could get the ball at any moment.
7:40 and rolling in the second quarter. Radford 13, Riverheads 7. In motion, Caden Cook-Cash takes the pitch there. He's got a seam, bulldozes his way into the open field at the 30. Still on his feet. He is tripped up and caught from behind at the 21-yard line. Sam Handon-Barani with a last-ditch effort to dive with every inch he had and caught him by his ankles. Huge play by Riverheads and a big first down out to the 21-yard line.
Yeah, a couple of missed tackles. Brandon Thompson just came way too high on that one right there. If you're going to tackle high, Cook-Cash ain't going to let you bring him down from the shoulders. You're going to get low, and thank goodness Sam Handon-Barani came from behind and dove and got him at the ankles to bring him down.
CCC Caden Cook-Cash stands in at 6'2" and weighs in at 220 pounds. Dunlap turns around, hands off fullback, and he is turned back. He is not going to break tackles. He's only 150 pounds and wrapping him up there in the hole for the Bobcats. Brandon Thompson. Brandon Thompson going to win that weight battle every day of the week. 6:45 rolling in the second quarter. Gain of 2 out to the 19. So officially Riverheads in the red zone for the 3rd time today. They've only scored 1 touchdown, though, as they were turned over on downs at the Radford 15 on their previous drive. This is the 11th play of the drive. Radford leads by 6 with under 6:20 to go in the second quarter. Dunlap turns around, pitches it. Cook-Cash jumped up, no, spins off some blockers out to the 14-yard line. How does he do it? Wow, he's so strong.
Third and 3 right now for Riverheads. Bobcats, big stop here. Bobcats have already stopped them on 4th and 1 this series before. This will be a huge stop again. If they get initial hit, you got to bring them down. It can't be one-hit wonders.
3rd and 3 from 14. Riverheads has to get to the 11. Turn around. Another pitch play to Cook-Cash. Steamrolling his way. Down to the 5 he goes. Ricky Bailey was the last line of defense and got him at the 4. And
yeah, he's just a strong runner. He's not fast at all, but he just keeps those shoulders low. And with the Bobcat defenders, if the only one guy's out in the open space, and them against Cook-Cash is going that battle all day long.
1st down and 4. Under 5 minutes to go in the second quarter at the near hash. 13-7. Dunlap pitches it. Cook-Cash finds a hole and scores, finding the end zone for Riverhead. 2nd time today, and they tie it at 13. Gain of 4, and we are all knotted up.
Yeah, there's just not much. The only thing changing in this offensive scheme is probably some of the blockers, and and the schemes of the linemen, but other than that, it's just a simple handoff right up the middle with 5 lead blockers because Cash has a heyday when the rest of the team's doing all the work for him. He just gets to walk into the end zone.
Extra point by Zach Brooks. Clean snap, clean hold. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Riverheads takes the lead right back. 14-13. Gladiators lead the Bobcats. We'll step aside for 30 seconds on WRAD. I'm Nick Brown. He's Timothy Worrells here in the VHSL Class 2 state championship game. A hooch kick to the 40 is going to roll to Tanner Rogers at the 35-yard line. The freshman takes a knee smartly in the state championship game. And we got a flag here at the 45, thrown right at where the kick was kicked off at. And it's probably going to be offside on Riverheads, so we'll probably have a re-kick here. 14-13, Radford leads Riverheads leads Radford. Bobcats and the Gladiators both scoring 2 touchdowns, but Radford missed an extra point. The last drive for Riverheads went 13 plays and was nearly an 8-minute drive. 4:58, re-kick from the 35. Hooch kick is going to be caught by Colton Garner-Rollins at the 40, and he's going to return this one. He's going to take it to the middle of the field where he is met and rocked at the 46-yard line. But still a decent return to set up Radford in good field position at their own 46-yard line for the 3rd time that they have touched this football today.
They are literally finding Colton Garner-Rollins. He's the one that fumbled the opening kickoff, and him and Sincere's been switching sides, and they switch sides in between the penalty relocation right there, and they still kick the number 6.
In the gun, Clark takes a snap, pitches it to Sincere Taylor on the pop pass, takes it out to the 50, and rumbles out to the 47-yard line. Gain there of 6. Brings up 2nd down and 4 on the pop pass.
And good little pop pass. Sincere Taylor doing a good job. Actually tried to cut it back toward field and found a little bit of open space there.
Trips to the left, 2nd and 4. Quick pass over the middle for Max tonight. Gives the juke move at the 35, and he is stuffed at the 34. But it's a Brad's Barbershop 1st down, deeper into Riverheads territory.
What I really like about the Bobcat offense, some of the adjustments they made this week, is finding the open holes in this defense.
Gain of 15. Clark drops back pass, pressured and crushed and sacked back at the 45. Finally get in there for a combo tackle, and it's going to be 2nd down and 20. 21 now back to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, Landon Clark he pump faked to Sincere. Sincere was running down that sideline, and as soon as he looked back over his shoulder, the linemen were right there in his face.
5 wide, trips to the left for Clark, 2 wide outs to the right. 2nd down and 21. Shotgun snap, quarterback keeper all the way. He's got speed, at the tackle to the 40, breaks free at the 35, gets a storm to the 33, rumbling all the way down to the 25, just 1 yard short. He picks up 20 of the 21 needed.
Great run by Landon Clark, the design run right there, using the speed and strength, and great blocking on the outside by the receivers.
Warp speed, 3rd down and 1. Clark in the gun, Grubb is the running back. Trips to the left for Clark, 1 receiver to the right. At the near hash, from the 26, turnaround, handoff, Grubb wiggles his way, 1st down, just enough, a gain of 2, and it's a Brad's Barbershop 1st down.
Yeah, just enough. Just enough right there by J.D. Grubb. Kind of was tiptoeing, trying to be patient, but on a 3rd and short right there, buddy, you got to take that handoff and get upfield.
3 minutes and rolling here in the 2nd quarter. 14-13 is our score in the 2A state championship game. Riverheads leading Radford. Bobcats in business at the 24 for 1st down and 10. Shotgun snap. Clark rolls out to his right, pressured, looking, now takes off running and tiptoes out of bounds. At the 19, Radford was only hit in 8 minutes. Clark was tagged. Not a malicious hit and not a bad hit at all. But Clark will be hit out of bounds, and it will be an automatic 1st down deeper into the red zone. Like I said, was not a malicious, nothing harmful. He just wasn't paying attention to where he was on the field.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was, Nick. I'm glad you pointed that out. It wasn't a dirty hit. It just right when Landon took a step out of bounds, he hit him. And so it was obvious. And I think the Radford fans over here helped a little bit with that one, too.
Brendan Fortune is going to be the culprit of the crime, and it's going to be 1st down and goal from the 9-yard line. Radford in the red zone again. Clark in the gun, trips to his left. Shotgun snap. Turns around. Sidearms it to Colgar Rollins, incomplete. That play was broken from the start.
That was ugly. Even the fake handoff to JD just didn't look right, and then Landon literally had to throw his sidearm from his hip, and out to Colgar Rollins just went straight up. Now it's just ugly, wasted play right there.
2:38 clock stopped here in the second quarter. 14-13 is our score. Riverheads on top of Radford. Clark for Radford in the gun. Second goal from the 9. Trips to his right, one receiver to the left. Now in motion sits here Taylor. Make a pop pass. Clark keeps it at the 5. And down to the 3. To the byline. Drives. Touchdown. Radford. The Bobcats faithful erupt. A couple thousand strong at Spartan Stadium. And the Bobcats regain the lead. 19-14.
I love that play. Sincere Taylor goes in motion like it was going to be a pop pass right there. He fakes it there. The defense goes with Sincere. Landon cuts it up and then cuts it right back out to the lead blockers past the pylon. That right there is a state championship kind of play by number 7.
Bobcats going to go for this 2-point conversion, model formation in motion. D. Hart Lewis taking the snap. Clark rolls to his right, looks back left. Pressure. Now in trouble. Has to get rid of it. Goes into the end zone. Incomplete. Score remains 19-14. Radford still with the lead here at Spartan Stadium in the state championship game. We'll step aside for 30 seconds on WRAD. I'm Nick Brown. He's Timothy Worrell, still working on the radio troubles right now with 2:32 to go in the second quarter. Radford 19 and Riverheads 14. The onside kick attempt has more of a failed pooch attempt. Goes to the 39-yard line, and Riverheads just hopped on it.
I have no right to talk, but I'm just going to air out my thoughts because that's what we're hired to do, Nick. And that is 2:32 remaining. It takes a long time for Riverheads to develop into touchdown series. Why do we not just kick it downfield right there?
Yeah. The 8-play, 54-yard touchdown drive was capped off by a 9-yard touchdown run by Landon Clark just a few seconds ago. 2:32 on the scoreboard. Both teams with all 3 timeouts. Radford 19, Riverheads 14. They pitch it to Kane Cookash. Turn back and cross behind the line of scrimmage. And he actually bounced off some tackles and ran backwards. It's a loss of 5. He was at the 39 down to the line of scrimmage and turned around and ran backwards to the 34.
Yeah, all Cookash has done is take the pitch and go right up the middle, and right there Radford was ready for it. He did bounce off a few defenders, which talks about his strength. The Bobcats are ready there, and that is a big loss by Riverheads with just 2 minutes left before the halftime break.
A loss of 2 brings up second down and 15. Under center goes Dunlap, turns around, another pitch play, this time to his quick wide receiver who finds the edge, and he is wrapped up at the 43-yard line. So a solid gain of around 9 to 10. Yeah, they're going to give him 9 out to the 43.
Yeah, once again, number 9 takes it out for 9 yards right there. It's not just Cookash that can run the ball for the Gladiators. It's also Jonathan Talbot, and he just shows his speed and strength as well as he got through it. Some of the initial defenders for the Bobcats before finally being brought down.
Third down and now 6. From the 43, they have to get to the 49. Under center, Dunlap pitches to Kane Cookash, and he is crocked and still falls over the line of Kane. Holy cow! His awareness of where he is, even when being drilled, is incredible. And he gets to the Radford 49, a gain of 8. I cannot stress enough how incredible it is at knowing where he is. I can't explain it better than that. He just knows every time to fall the right way. Under center Dunlap, this time they pitch it to Talbot. Talbot trying to take a late jet sweep to the right, and he is killed. Walking Radford says they have it. They do it at the 49-yard line. Charlie Davis with a man-sized hit. Took the ball free, and the Bobcats have got it at the 49.
Charlie absolutely demolished Jonathan Talbot. He had trouble getting off the ground, which is no reason why that ball squirted out so hard. Bobcats offense with the ball with 37 seconds remaining in this first half, up by 5.
37 seconds to go. They still have all 3 timeouts as well. The ball is at the 50-yard line. Clark in the gun, 3 wideouts to his right, 1 to his left, takes the snap.
it up the middle, steps up, line, deep, double coach, Max Knight on the defensive out. He waited. Through the field, Max had just one guy over him. He had two guys caught it in his momentum, took him into the end zone. Bobcats had 37 seconds to score a touchdown for halftime, and they did it in 8 seconds to extend the lead. And the bleachers are going crazy, black and gold, and the Bobcat community are fired up here in Salem. Max Knight with over 150 receiving yards in the first half. 2 touchdowns already. Incredible. Out comes the mo formation. Radford's going to go for it. No mo formation. Sander trips to the right, come to the left. Grubb is the running back. Sincere Taylor is the quarterback. Takes the snap. Looks. Lobbing for Landon Clark in the back pylon. It's intercepted. No, they're going to say incomplete. And it doesn't matter. Ball is dropped 25-14. Radford still up 11 with 29 seconds to play in this first half. We'll keep it right here for the final 29 seconds. Unreal. We're going to look at that forced fumble by Charlie Davis with 37 seconds to play in this first half as the moment the game changed. That was a huge play by Charlie Davis, and I had to tell you, not only is that fumble, but number 9, Jonathan Talbot, I hope, just as a kid that he's okay, but he certainly had struggles getting up and onto his feet. He walked off because he's a tough kid. We pray and hope that he's okay, but Charlie Davis made a big hit right there. Got the ball back for the Bobcats, and in a one play, Landon Clark to Max Knight. We've mentioned those duos pretty often this season, Nick. Elijah Goff to kick this one away. Ball will be teed up at the 40. 25-14 is our score. Incredible. Radford up 11 in the Virginia High School 2A state championship game. We talked about the importance of the Bobcats creating a lead in the first half. And right now, we're up by 11. After a terrible start, Muffin, the opening kickoff, Riverhead scores quickly. Radford's going to go for the onside kick. No, they turn right out of it. Ball is bouncing around and is finally muffed up at the 37-yard line. A couple of extracurricular activities after the kick. Nonetheless, with 28 seconds to go, Riverheads will have the ball at their own 37-yard line. Just 28 seconds. This is a big defensive stop for the Bobcats. Again, we elected to receive it at the beginning of the game, and so we'll be kicking it back to Riverheads coming out of the locker room break. And so this is a big 28 seconds, Nick, that some people might overlook. A couple of extra receivers thrown in there, but they're still going to come out in that single wing offense. Turn around, they're going to pitch it out to Caden Cookash. Ricky Bailey flees from down the line of scrimmage, flexing on the Riverheads bench. Wow! Radford has taken every ounce of momentum in this football game. If you want to know how big of a stud Ricky Bailey is, he just single-handedly took down Cookash from behind. Now, Cookash didn't know he was coming, but he just single-handedly took him down behind it. Well, for just a short gain right there. 2 quarters through, Radford 25, Riverheads 14. We're going to step aside, collect our thoughts, collect our stats. We're 1 half away. The state championship is crowned here in Salem Stadium. We'll step aside for 2 minutes on WRAD.
Welcome back to Salem Stadium, home of the Virginia High School State Championships for Division I and 2A. I'm Nick Brown. He's Timothy Worrells. Thank you guys for all of your patience. At the half, Radford 25, Riverheads 14. The Bobcats struck with 30 seconds to play. Both teams breaking the huddles right now. So, Mr. Worrells, give me your quick thoughts, and after the kickoff, we'll also go back to you to continue them.
My initial thought is this is a huge defensive possession by the Bobcats. Up by 11, if we can come out, get a stop, then good things are going to happen for us. If Riverheads takes off 6 to 8 minutes off this clock and they get into the end zone, then we automatically apply more pressure to our shoulders. So the key to today's game coming in, we all said Radford has to build a lead before the halftime break. They did exactly that. Huge play by Charlie Davis forcing a fumble. 1 play later, Landon Clark to Max Knight to get us to 11. And so This defensive possession coming out of the locker room is just humongous right now. State title on the line, 2 quarters away.
12 minutes on the scoreboard for third quarter here for the 2A state championship. 25-14 is our score. All 4 touchdowns to Landon Clark's name. Elijah Goff lines up to onside kick. Another just squibber. This is a line drive. Rolls at the 20. It's going to stop at the 16 where it's picked up by Caden Cook-Cash. And he is going to be gummed up at the 22. What a kick there by Goff. Just a squibber that died at the 16.
Yeah, deepest possession that Riverheads is going to start out with right there. A perfect kick. Riverheads has been coming out with a lot of guys on the front line, anticipating the squib and the onsides, and Goff did just a perfect job finding the hole there, letting it roll, and the Riverheads Gladiators starting deep on the 23-yard line to start this second half.
Back at their own 23-yard line at the near hash. Riverheads working left to right. 2 quarters from crowning a champion. Under center, pitches it to Caden Cook-Cash, the UVA recruit, and he scoots out for a gain of 5, out to the 28-yard line. You didn't think he was going to stop there at halftime. He's going to keep going. This is not a running style like we saw in Tidras Clements where you get tired after carrying it for 22. He's just following blockers for 5 to 6 yards.
Yeah, he's not exhibiting much energy. He's just built big and strong, and he's got 5 blockers ahead of him every single time, so he can go all game long. Bobcats took about a quarter to dial in the first half. It's probably going to take a little while to dial back in again.
2nd down and 5 from the 28. They pitch it again to Cook-Cash, and he's got just enough right at the line to gain. Again, another 5. First down out to the 33-yard line.
You better believe that they're going to just literally jump on the back of number 33 here, Cook-Cash, to get him back into the game. He's a senior, a lot of experience, and the first 2 plays of this big second half has gone into his hands each time.
160 rushing yards in the first half for Riverheads. For Cook-Cash specifically, he had 108 yards on 21 carries. He's now got 23 carries and 118 yards. First down and 10 from the 34. Another handoff this time to the wide receiver Talbot, who fumbled with 30 seconds to play in the half. He gets 6 yards there on first down.
Yeah, it's honestly good to see Talbot back onto the field because he got up a little slow there after he fumbled that. So it's good to see him back on the field running the ball again. Quick note, Dawson Martin been out this defensive series because he's had a helmet malfunction since that opening kickoff.
Radford had 258 total yards in the first half of football. Scored on every drive. 2nd down and 4. They motion offensive lineman from left to right. And now comes Cook-Cash, who takes the pitch right up the middle. He goes, follows the blockers, and another gain of around 7 out to the 47-yard line. And it's another first down.
Starting to see a little bit of the halftime adjustments that the Gladiators have made, and motioning an offensive lineman to the side you're running the ball on, just putting our big boy up front to lead the way. That was Storm Birch, number 74, the O-lineman, 269-pound senior, going in motion to lead the way for the running back.
1st and 10 now from the 47-yard line, middle of the hash marks. Taking the pigskin, pitching it back, distributing it to Cook-Cash. Weasels out to the left. He's got running room at the 40. Speeding down to the 35. Gives a shoulder at the 20 and rumbles out of bounds. And up the 20 and 19-yard line officially. Caden Cook-Cash with the biggest play of the game.
Yeah, we haven't seen him make that move yet, following the lead blockers, and then he bounced it to the outside. I'm sure some of the coaches saw that on film and talked to him about it. Once you get to the open field, think about bouncing it to the sideline because the Bobcats had no one out there to stop them. Good job by the Bobcats to tracking them down. Not a lot of speed. He was able to be tracked down, but he's got a lot of strength.
9:14 and rolling in the third quarter. Radford 25, Riverheads 14. Under center, pitching it to Talbot. The wide receiver is dropped at the line of scrimmage. Dawson Martin comes back in after getting his helmet fixed and gets the excellent tackle in the backfield. 2nd and 10.
Just shows you how important Dawson Martin is to this Bobcat defense. He was out a couple of plays. Gladiators were finding some wiggle room. He's back on the field and makes a play right there to force a play to go no yardage.
That'll bring up 2nd down and 10 from that same yard marker at the 19. Far hash. Motioning from left to right as Cook-Cash takes the pitch, and he is swallowed up, but still until he gets about 5 more yards. 3rd and 5 upcoming from the 14.
If you're at home trying to imagine this offensive set, it kind of looks like the old offense that we used to run with Coach Saunders, the triple option and the jet sweep to the outside, or the rocket. You remember the rocket name. And what Cook Cash is doing, he's getting the rocket pitch directly behind the quarterback, and he's planting and going straight up field. And so that's the kind of offense that this defense is facing today.
Dunlap under center, a big 3rd and 5. Timeout, Radford with 8 minutes to play in the third quarter. Ball at the far hash at the 14. 3rd and 5. In the red zone, under center, pitch it back. Caden Cook Cash swallowed up by Ricky Bailey at the 10. He's going to be a yard short. It's going to bring up 4th and 1.
Here we get, how many times, Nick, have we had 4th and 1 today? Riverheads, that's their offense, and Bobcats have made a stop on 4th and 1, but Riverheads has also converted a lot. This is a huge, I know I say that all the time, a biggest one of the year, 4th and 1 right here.
7:36 and rolling, 25-14. The Gladiators trailing Radford by 11. They have the ball at the 10. 4th and 1, they have to get to the Radford 9. Dunlap hikes the high, quarterback keeper, he's got it. A big old pile of red jerseys, red and white jerseys, move the chains down to the 6-yard line.
Not a bad call right there by the Gladiator coaching staff. Every 4th and 1, they have pitched it, trying to get it with Cook Cash, and right there they kept the quarterback sneaker, kept it simple, and picked up the first.
Now under 7 minutes to play. This will be the 10th play of the drive, and this is now under 5 minutes and rolling of elapsed time that this drive has taken off. Slow and methodical. At the 6. Hike and high, pitch back. Cook Cash follows some blockers and muscles his way to the 3. Gain of 2. Second down and 3.5. So 2nd and goal from the 3.5 yard line. Far hash yard line. Oh, they're going to mark it at the 2.5 yard line. Gave him an extra yard at the last second. Wind continuing to whip. Rain not so heavy now, just kind of a slow trickle. It's still cold though, and everybody's wet, so nobody's sitting. Dunlap from the 2.5 keeps it himself. He didn't get there, just got to the 2. Ricky Bailey again, flexing when he comes out. 77's having a game today. The nose guard position so valuable against this type of offense.
Big stop right there from the quarterback sneaker. Ricky Bailey has made some big plays already in today's title game. And here it is again, Riverheads, 3rd and 2. 3rd and goal from the 2, I should say. You can almost guarantee they're going to find number 33 and put the ball in his hands to try to muscle his way into the goal.
3rd and goal from the 2-yard line. In motion, Cook Cash. Here we go. Pitches it to him, and he's got his 3rd. Yes, finally breaks the plane. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the game makes it 25-20.
Well, Riverheads did exactly what they knew they needed to do, and when they did it with taking over half of the quarter off the clock. That's what they're going to do. They started the deepest of the game so far. They took it all the way down, scored. They knew it was a big possession. They capitalized.
Zach Brooks to attempt the extra point. Clean snap, clean hold. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Just barely, but it's through. 25-21. Rad still on top, but only by 4 with 5:23 to go. In the third quarter, we'll step aside for 30 seconds on WRAD. 5:23 on the scoreboard. I'm Nick Brown. He's Timothy Whirls here in the Virginia High School 2A state championship game. Radford still leading Riverheads 25-21. But Riverheads made it a one-score game with a 12-play, 6-minute, 33-second drive that went 77 yards. Incredible. Brooks tees the ball up. Radford needs to be ready for an onside kick attempt here.
Landing back where they've been normally kicking it, looking to get this thing and take it back.
And he pooches it opposite side to Sincere Taylor. Lets it go. He's got to get on that football. And he does at the 22. He just let the ball go past him. Ball is now at the 22-yard line. Yep, with 5:23 to play.
Well, Riverheads had a big offensive possession coming out of the locker room. Now the Bobcats do after giving up the Riverheads touchdown out of the locker room. Up by 4 Riverheads took a whole half of the quarter to score. Bobcats, this is a big possession right now.
Clark in the gun, 4 wide out split, shotgun snap. Clark looking left, crushed away, let's go with the football. And Sincere Taylor just let it drop at his feet.
Just to make sure the defense is staying honest right there, but no running room at all for J.D. Grubb.
Clark in the gun, trips to his left, receiver to his right. Grubb is in the backfield accompanying him. Shotgun snap, 4-man pressure. Clark steps up, fires out to the sideline, near sideline, caught by Max Knipe, takes it back in the middle of the field to the 45, and 3 Riverhead defenders it took to bring down All Reliable. It's a Brad's Barbershop first down to the 45-yard line.
I love watching Max Knipe play. He catches it where most receivers would have just tapped out of bounds right there. He stopped, literally, turned, and went upfield and took on 3 defenders.
At the 45 on Riverhead side of the field, Clark drops back, screen pass set up for Luke Woodard. He's got blockers set up and weaves his way to the middle of the field, still on his feet, and falls forward. Gets a nice push from Dawson Martin, a gain of 2 out to the 43.
Luke Woodard has a tendency when he catches that screenplay to go east and west, and right there Landon Clark comes up to him and says, we need you going north and south, buddy. You had 5 blockers coming out there, but nonetheless, 3 yards is good enough on first down.
Gain of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 from the 42. Low snap, corralled by Clark, steps up, guns it. Open Sincere Taylor, but thrown too low. That was a tough throw to make. Still falls incomplete.
Yeah, Landon Clark kind of slowed down his throwing motion right there, almost like he was aiming there rather than just dropping back and throwing like he normally does. Once again, that's 2 times in a row where he targeted Sincere Taylor and hit him right there at the ankles.
3rd and 7 from the 42. Radford has to get to the 35. 5 wide, trips to the right, 2 to the left. Clark takes snap, pump fakes, now takes off running, evades 1 defender, weaves his way middle of the field at the 30, dodges a guy, and falls down at the 24-yard line. A Brad's Barbershop first down. They cannot stop him today.
Great patience there by Landon Clark on the quarterback keeper. Great blocking, too, by the offensive line and shielding the D-line to the left. And Landon goes out to the right, makes a good spin move play to pick up a few extra there at the end.
From the 24, 1st and 10, Radford, middle of the hashes, working right to left on your radio dial. Dropping back, Clark looks over the middle, fires it, falling down. Max Knipe takes it to the 19, into the red zone, a gain of 5.
I love it. Riverheads is playing zone defense right here, and the Bobcats are doing a great job finding the zones and waiting and being patient. And Landon Clark is doing a fantastic job reading those reads as well.
Quick snap, handoff, J.D. Grubb. He finds a hole, but it closes quickly, but still gets positive yards. Down to the 15, there is 2 flags thrown at the snap. We'll wait to see what we get here.
Too many men on the field. Number 80 was trying to run off and didn't get out on time. Too many men on the field for defense.
Speed offense. The illegal substitution will give Radford enough for a first down and a lot more, all the way down to the 10-yard line at the near hash. Play ball.
Okay.
2:29 in the 3rd frame. 25-21, Radford on top. 1st and goal from the 10, near hash. Clark claps his hands, receives the football. Pump fake, steps up in the pocket, takes off running, and bounces off some tacklers and gets out to the 6. A gain of 4. He is running the strongest we have ever seen him today.
Yes, Landon Clark he just looks healthy and playing quick and strong right there. He literally bounced off 2 defenders there and got on down. He had a few words for the official. A couple times Riverheads has taken shot a little high on his head. I know the Bobcat coaches have been asking for it a couple times on the series.
Trips to the right for Clark, under 2 minutes to go in the 3rd. In motion, Sincere Taylor, fake the pop pass. Clark takes it, evades a tackler, dodges out, still on his feet. It took 5 red helmets to bring him down for a loss of 1. Just a little too much dancing around. Brings up 3rd down and goal from the 7.
Yeah, Landon Clark was able to score on that play, the fake pop pass, and then he kept it right up the middle. Riverheads was right there to swallow him up. But the Bobcats are faced with a 3rd and 7 here.
3rd down and goal from the 7. Like we said, Radford is perfect on 3rd downs today. Trips to the right for Clark. claps his hands, squats down, receives the football, steps up in the pocket, rolls to his right, in trouble, now fires, open man, J.D. Grubb, touchdown, Radtown from his knees, the freshman running back. His third receiving touchdown of the season, and no bigger game. 31-21, the Bobcats lead the Gladiators.
Great play by Landon Clark. Again, patience. Good job by the offensive line to give Landon time. He was patient, didn't force anything there, looked and scanned the field, and there was J.D. Grubb in the back corner. J.D. Grubb did a good job controlling himself, got to his knees, and made that catch.
Getting a couple of applause. Folks, I can't talk about how good this crowd is for both teams.
Yeah.
Of course, Riverheads, they know what's at stake. They're here every year. Incredible crowd for them, but Radford has packed the home side of this stadium to the brim.
How about J.D. Grubb, a freshman, getting a touchdown in the state title game?
His third receiving touchdown of the season, 13th total touchdown of the year. Clean snap, clean hold. The kick is up, and the kick is through. 32-21, Radford back on top by 11 with 1:11 to play in the third quarter. Riverheads has not stopped Radford once today. We'll step aside for 30 seconds on WRAD. Welcome back to Championship City in Salem, Virginia. Shout out Salem, Virginia, by the way, hosting their 100th NCAA National Championship 2 weekends ago. Pretty special stuff right there here in the New River Valley. Radford leading Riverheads 32-21 as Elijah Goff, another line driver, is going to roll to the 24 where it's picked up by Caden Cook-Cash, and he is stuffed and dropped. Ball came out on the ground. Three Riverheads converge, and I think the Gladiators have it at the 35. Wow, that got close.
All of the stadium here on the black and gold side all got to their feet right there. How big of a momentum swing that would have been. But good job by the Gladiators to be aware and jump on the ball quickly.
Like I was saying, Radford leading Riverheads in the 2A state championship football game 32-21. Radford has had the ball 5 times. They have scored 5 times today. The Gladiators from their own 35-yard line. 1:03 to play in the third quarter. Under center, it's Dunlap. In motion, Talbot takes the pitch outside, follows a couple others. He's out to the edge, hunted down by Clark, and flung down at the 39. A dart by Clark out of the middle of the field brings down the wide receiver for only a gain of, they gave him 5. Wow.
Got to give Riverheads credit. They're not hiding anything. They're shifting a lineman to the side that they're running now. You got to be careful as the Bobcats, because as the game goes on, they may come back with a reverse. But great job by Landon Clark at the safety position, come downhill quick and make that tackle.
At the 40-yard line, 2nd down and 5 at the far hash. Dunlap turns around, pitches it. Talbot there again, this time turned back at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 5. They're going to give him half a yard. 3rd down and 4.5.
You know what guy is going to get the ball here on a big 3rd down is Cook-Cash, as he's over at the sideline, actually.
We'll let this third quarter become a little more interesting. Through 3 quarters of play, Radford leads 32-21. 1 quarter away from their first state championship since 1972. We'll step aside for 30 seconds on WRAD. The final 12 minutes on the scoreboard here at Salem Stadium. Radford 32, Riverheads 21. 12 minutes separates Radford from their first state championship since 1972.
Charlie Davis and Landon Clark just pounding their teammates in the chest at the huddle right there in between quarters. They're telling them, we got 1 more quarter, guys. Let's finish this deal and get a big stop on 3rd down.
3rd down and 5 from the 40-yard line. Under center, Dunlap pitches it to Talbot. Follows blockers, scoots out to the 45, and he is dropped at the 46-yard line on Radford's side of the field. That's Caden Cook-Cash. Check that again. Man, he just always finds a seam, moves the chains for a Riverheads 1st down out to the Bobcats 46.
And here's the deal. Landon Clark did a great job of hitting him right above the knee right there, and Cook-Cash still took the hit and stumbled forward. He's got a lot of strength, and it's no wonder a school like UVA has already offered him. Now, I know you Tech fans wouldn't think that's a big deal, but This dude's a beast.
That was a fun game this year. Under center, Dunlap pitches it back. Caden Cook-Cash follows blockers again. He's dropped. Loss of 2. They got him back to the line of scrimmage. Wow. He didn't sniff the line of scrimmage. Gotta disagree with that one. 2nd down and 10.
Gladiators not deviating from their game plan, which is to run and to give it to 33.
11 minutes and rolling in the 4th. 32-21, Radford on top in the state championship. Another offensive lineman.
Watch for the counter.
Here we go. In motion, Talbot. They pitch it to him. Talbot follows the offensive lineman and picks up 4 more. To the 42 he goes. 3rd down and 6.
It's amazing. They're not hiding that at all. They're shifting a lineman to the side that they ran. They've done that 3 times here in the second half and ran the ball to the side the lineman went to. You just gotta think they've got some kind of counter, because it's gone to Talbot each time. There's got to be some kind of counter to Cook Cash eventually in their pocket.
3rd down and 6 from the 42-yard line.
Here's the deal, too. Their quarterback, as you mentioned, Nick, has to go to the sideline for every play. That's more time. That's ticking if they're going to run it every single time.
3rd and 6. Dunlap turns, pitches. Cook Cash stopped short, falls forward, 1 yard shy. 4th and 1 again.
I just can't explain how strong it is. This is the strongest back the Bobcats have faced in 2 seasons. If
That's
not
saying
more.
a lot. Tejan Tucker was a workload himself for Galax, who follow up the Radford and Riverheads game against Essex for the Class 1 state championship game. Rooting for the Maroon Tide in that one. 4th and 1 from the 37. Riverheads has to get to the 36. Dunlap under center, turns, pitches it. Cook Cash. No! He's stopped! Radford holds the biggest 4th down stop of the Bobcats season. 9:15. A thunderous eruption from the black and gold gives the ball back to the Bobcats.
And the thing right there is Cook Cash actually fumbled. He lost it. And Riverheads was pointing like he recovered it in front of the first down line, so he fumbled it, jumped back on it, and still was behind the sticks. Huge stop by the Bobcats.
9:16 on the scoreboard. Handoff, J.D. Grubb follows some blockers. Stiff arm Dawson Martin still picks up 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. Poor Martin caught a stray on that run.
Some good running room right there by J.D. Grubb. Was able to pick up 3, and the Bobcats wisely keep it on the ground as we tick below 9 minutes left in this state title game. Bobcats up by 11.
At the 40, low snap, Corral, Clark zips over the middle, caught by Max Knipe at the 50, out to the 49. Oh, Reliable strikes again, continues his career night.
Max Knipe, last game in a Bobcat uniform as well, and boy, he's making it a memorable one.
8:44 and rolling. At the 49 on the right side of the 50-yard line. Shotgun snap, handoff, Grubb, shimmies his way just back to the line of scrimmage. Gain of 1, and they give him that to the 48 in Riverhead's territory. 8:30 and ticking.
Time ticking, Bobcats slowing down now.
Radford slows it down, still 30 seconds on the play clock. A couple of substitutions being made here. Trips to the left. It's Luke Woodard, Max Knipe, and Sincere Taylor. To the far right on an island, it's Colton Garner-Rons. In the backfield, the freshman running back on the left hip of Clark, the senior quarterback. Takes the snap, 2nd and 9, spins the ball in his hand, steps up, looks off, takes off running, gives a shoulder. He's out to the 45, a gain of 4 or 5 yards. 3rd down and 5 coming up.
It's amazing that Landon Clark is actually stronger than what he looks like, too. We talk a lot about that by Max, but Landon's a tough kid right there, and he just absorbed 2 defenders tackle him. He just got sandwiched, but still popped right back off the ground, went back to get the play call, and he's lined up.
3rd and 6 from the 45. Radford has to get to Riverhead's 39-yard line to move the chains. They have not been stopped on 3rd down today. 4 wideouts to the left for Clark, who claps his hands, takes the ball, steps back, looks, fires underneath, caught by Max Knipe at the 40, stiff arms his way, still rumbling. He's got a Brad's Barbershop first down, out to the 36-yard line, and with 7:18 to go, Radford all has to do has put a bow on top of this one.
The animated Riverheads coaching staff that was all up and down the sideline in the first half is just simply sitting over there with their arms on their hips.
7 straight state championship titles for Riverheads in Division 1A. They go 12-1 this season and get in the 2A department. Shotgun snap for Clark. Handoff Grubb. Follows some blockers. He's out to the 33-yard line. A gain of 4. 7 straight titles in 1A. This is their 9th straight state championship game appearance. The streak had to come to an end at some point, and Radford is 6 minutes and 30 seconds away from killing it.
Got to protect the ball. A lot can happen in football with 6.5 left with 11-point game only. Nonetheless, Bobcats taking their time.
Clark in the gun, trips to his left at the near hash. Shotgun snap, distribution of the rock to Grubb, who wiggles his way close to the line to gain. It's a gain of 5 and brings up 3rd and 1.
Great run by J.D. Grubb. Last few games that we've witnessed for the Bobcats, toward the end of the game, J.D. Grubb's been able to tack on some yardage to his stat because the defenses are so concerned with the weapons that line up wide for the Bobcats.
5 minutes and 53 seconds to play in this fourth quarter. Radford 32, Riverheads 21. The last state championship won by Radford was in 1972. Clark goes under center. Surprise, quarterback sneak. Did he get it? He fell across it. It's going to be close. It's going to be real close. And that was 3rd and 1, so this won't be a turn on downs. And they get it to him. First down, Radford. A Brad's Barbershop first down with 5:35 to go. Ball is at the 26-yard line. Radford still undefeated on 3rd downs today. Clark talks over to his coach, gets the call, marches back to his team. He'll have 3 receivers to his left.
Oh, is this a trickery right now?
Grubb is in the backfield with them with 5:12 and rolling in the 4th. Clapping the hands. Clark hands it off. Grubb, it was an ugly handoff, but still got it. And he is dragged backwards. Still got to the 25 for a gain of 1. 1972 was an undefeated 13-0 season that followed up a 13-0 season in 1971. Back-to-back state championships. I thought Radford was just going to roll and continue to roll and win out state championships. But they haven't won one since. They got back to the big dance in 2009 and fell to Essex. Today, they are 4 minutes and 35 seconds away from winning this one. 32-21. Grubb motioned out. Clark keeps it right up the middle at the 25. Jukes the defender. Down to the 16 he goes. A Brad's Barbershop. Maybe first down. They give it to him. It is a certified first down. First down and 10 in the red zone again at the 16. Folks, Radford is 4 minutes away from doing something they haven't done in 51 years.
Riverheads just having fits on defense, and they've had fits on defense all game long right here. And the Bobcats going to wind this thing all the way down. Coach Chris now talking to his quarterback, whispering in his ear. 10 seconds remain on the play clock.
December 9th, 1972 was when Radford won the last title. Handoff, Grubb finds a seam, out to the 14, and caught and slid down at the 11. December 9th, 1972. Timothy Wills, today's December 9th, 2023.
The whole season's been weird, hasn't it?
I happen to know that because it's my mom's birthday.
So hey, happy birthday, Mom.
Happy birthday, Ann Brown. But December 9th, 51 years to the day. Radford is 3 minutes away.
There are so many weird occurrences this season of those dates back to that 72 team.
It's poetry.
Bobcat fans starting the Bobcat chant.
3 minutes and rolling. Handoff, Grubb up the middle. Caught from behind on 2nd and 5 from the 11. Got to the 10. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Jackson Wade got tied up with one of the Gladiator defenders there, and the Gladiators want a personal foul right there, but they didn't get one. 2:50 ticking off. Nick, just moments away.
It's going to happen.
Starting to feel real.
Riverhead fans leaving the stadium. They're going to walk away from a state championship game on the losing side of things for the first time in 8 years. 2:30 and rolling. Clark Claps his hands. Up the middle he goes, dancing around to the 10, to the 5, jukes a man, and slides smartly down at the 5. He gets a Brad's Barbershop first down. It's 1st and goal from the 5 with 2:20 to play. 32-21. Every Radford fan rises to their feet.
What a scene. I got goosebumps all over me, Nick, right now.
The conductor, Landon Clark, urging his fans on.
I got goosebumps. What an amazing...
14-0 Radford is 2 minutes away from becoming 15-0. Handoff again. Grubb up the middle. Oh, crushing the hole. Bounces off a tackle. Stretching it out. Puts the ball on the ground. Riverheads hopped on it at the 8. A fumble recovery by the Gladiators at the 8-yard line with 1:39 to play.
When you get the ball, it's 1st and goal. Minute and 40 seconds remaining in this ball game. The worst thing you can think of is a fumble, and that's what just happened.
1:39 to go. Riverheads has all 3 timeouts in their back pocket. Now, here's the thing. They haven't thrown a ball today. They literally have not thrown a pass today. And they're going to have to do it.
They have to. They absolutely have. They have all 3 timeouts left.
1:39, all 3 timeouts. Anything can happen.
Could it be a Landon Clark seal-the-deal interception again?
At their own 8. Bunch formation, no receivers out wide. Turning out, pressured, has to get rid of it. It is dropped at the line of scrimmage. Charlie Davis laid the wood. And the receiver is still down. So is Dunlap in the end zone. Finally peeling himself off the fake grass. Charlie Davis, the headhunter, cyclone, whatever you want to call him, with a devastating hit to dislodge that football.
They knew that thing was coming. They're trying to throw that little screen bubble out right there on the backside, and Charlie Davis doing his job. I've heard that he watches a lot of film at home. He knew that thing was coming, and he laid the hammer down.
With 1:35, the senior safety and quarterback.
He can match it here.
Can do it right here. Under center. Here we go. Turn around, roll out to the right. Dunlap in trouble. He's going to be dropped. Ball bouncing around. Incomplete. He just got rid of it. He was dancing at that back white line. He almost ran out of the end zone. 32-21. Score remains with 1:26 to play. It is 3rd down and 15 from the 2-yard line.
Yeah, Riverheads has no answer. They've been banking their offense on run, run, run. The coach said in interviews this week, we're going to Salem, we're running the ball. And, well, they're down, and they have no answers. That's the trouble. When you're one-dimensional and you face a good defense, finally, you have no answers.
3rd down and 16 from the 2. They have to get to their own 18. Dunlap under center. Pitches it out. Cook Cash looks to throw. He throws it. Intercepted. Dawson Martin picked him off. And in the end zone he goes. Touchdown. Radtown. The pick 6 that buries Riverheads in their graves. It's ring time for the Bobcats. For the first time since 1972, the senior Dawson Martin gives the extra sprinkles on top of the game-winning cake in Salem today.
And no other guy than a senior like Dawson Martin to get a touchdown this season, and it happens here at the end of the game to seal the deal. To seal the deal in the state championship game.
38-21. Lewis Webster to attempt the extra point. Clean snap, clean hold. Kick is good. 39-21. An 18-point lead for Radford with 1 minute and 22 seconds to go. What a scene we have in front of us.
Oh, this community, this crowd, Nick, as you mentioned, this is a big stadium. And the Bobcat faithful has come out, and they have filled these bleachers up. But some of the Bobcat fans, Landon Clark pointing to the crowd, pointing to his finger, signaling that it's time to size for those rings. What a season. Not only will there be a banner added to the gym, but it's going to be another golden banner added to the gym.
You only get a gold banner if you win the state championship and if you're undefeated. Only a select few of them, and 3 of them, all 3 of the football ones, are going to be gold. Radford went to Championship City to get a trophy, and they're going to bring it back to Titletown, Virginia. Radford 122 from being back on the mountaintop in football. Goff, left foot, kick, line drive, lands at the 20, rolls to the 10. It's going to stop at the 3. Cook Cash has to pick it up at the 2. He's going to take it back. Jukes out a defender at the 10. Crushed at the 9. Cole Martin and Dawson Martin.
The brothers.
The brothers with a wombo combo sandwich tackle.
How cool is that? So Dawson Martin, as a senior, gets a pick 6 to seal the deal. And then one of the last plays defensively in a Bobcat uniform makes a tackle with his younger brother. How amazing is that? What an awesome few moments we just saw. A lot of substitutions. Riverheads giving some experience, I'm sure, to some of the younger guys in the state title game.
Substitutions added in. Starters still in for Radford. They've earned it. On the field for Radford, Bryant Weaver, Landon Clark, Max Knipe, Cooper Doyle, Cole Martin, Charlie Davis, Sam Hannon-Barani, Reese Honaker, Ricky Bailey, Daniel Neely, and Dawson Martin. A man still has to get off the field, and there's a flag. It's a delay of game. Riverheads trotted out 12. And that's going to back it back to the 4. And out comes some more seniors. Alex Roberson will be inserted into the lineup. The senior defensive back didn't play much. He had an interception against Carroll County in the final game of the year. And he's going to get a few snaps in the state championship game. 1:15 to play, under center. Hiking the high, they hand it off to the fullback up the middle, and tackled at the 5. A suplex tackle by Ricky Bailey, who has had the game of his life as the nose guard today.
Yeah, Ricky Bailey has played with a lot of strength and power and energy this evening, this afternoon. Makes yet again another tackle right there. Isaiah Austin trots onto the field now, another senior for the Bobcats.
Isaiah Austin also in great season for him as well. He too had an interception on the year as well. A couple of big hits, 2 sacks on the season. End around here, they pitch it to backup running back. Keeping it there for Riverheads was Brady Boehm. The clock will tick to 0. Radford 39, Riverheads 21. The Bobcats have conquered 2A in Virginia high school football. 15-0, undefeated, undisputed state champions of Virginia high school. For the first time since 1972, the Bobcats will have rings that say state champions in football. An incredible moment as both teams out to shake hands, and the line, a hard-fought battle by both teams, but the Bobcats and someone had to come away as a champ. 15-0. Radford has done it. The shirts and hats have made their way already to the 36-yard line. Everybody on their feet at 1:27 Eastern Time in Salem, Virginia at Spartan Stadium. Radford has won the 2A state championship football game.
Nick, I told you asked me in the pregame show, what have I been impressed the most with this team this year? I said just their steadiness. When things don't go their way, they stay calm, cool, and collected, and they respond. Well, today we fumbled the opening kickoff. Riverheads, just a handful of plays later, went into the end zone within the first minute. It looked like, this could be reminiscent of some of the games that we've played on this field, which have been blowouts. But the Bobcats came out, scored, made a defensive stop, scored, and every time we touched the ball, they scored except for that last possession when we fumbled there toward the end of the game. The steadiness of this team, I believe, really carried through and got us the state championship today.
For everybody that holds a piece of paper that says graduate of Radford High School, whatever the year is, this win was for you. The black and gold raise their hands to the air. Champions of Virginia. Team comes over to celebrate with their fans at the very moment. Flags are waving, pom-poms, cowbells. Everything is going on right now. It is mayhem right here. Radford is state champs, 39-21. For one final time, good afternoon. State champs, go Bobcats, and God bless.